Hello everybody who is joining us today, this Wednesday evening. It is FRC 2013 season and we're back for round 2. It's time for the fourth Malaysian Grand Prix we have in the series. And of course, starting off with the qualifying. Last time at Australia we had some interesting results, and probably we already knew that one of the top 4 teams is going to get the pole position, and this time it was Jake Dealsley. And as a result he converted this pole position to a win, which was very unexpected after uh, his terrible luck on the start of the race. Then it was a pure Lotus domination until the pit stops came and changed everything in the race. The last driver already left his pit box, already left the pit lane, and he's going onto the track. It is Nicola Johansson. He did a pretty good job in Australia, and he finished P11 with his teammate Benji Russian P12, but unfortunately no points for Williams after such a good result. Also considering that Nicholas qualified on P18, so that's one more good comeback from one of the drivers. So here it goes for the first laps. Max Miller, unfortunately he retired in Albert Park, now going through turn 3, and it's already an end to a short sector 1. Is it? Yes it is, 24.957 out of 25 seconds. He goes, 25.1 for Martinez and 25.0 for Andrew Paracelsus. 25.1 for Luan. Simon Toscan does a good job as well, 25.1 and 24.8 for Jafari Blackwood. He is the fastest so far after the first sector. What about other top teams drivers? We'll have Fraser starting this lap, and Luigi Carmen, teammate of Max Mittler, doing so as well. Well, back to the Welshman. Let's see where he is. It is going to be turn 12 for him, turn 13 and turn 14. Can see his time on sector 2 unfortunately, but here he goes down the back straight with his really fast Ferrari. So looks like the tire choice for this weekend is going to be hards and mediums. And Max Miller sets the lap time of 1:35.958, and it's 0.4 of a second faster than the result of Andrew Paracelsus on Sauber. Alex Sloan P3, not bad. Oscar P6, Blackwood P2, Erika Hanebusa P3, a decent result, but still huge gap between her lap time and time of Jafari Blackwood on Mercedes. Passive P5, Hakushiaka's a P7, and Adam P9 out of 10 drivers. Benji Rushton. And goes up into 6th position. P3 Hidayat, and there come some fast boys. Fraser P9, Armin P3. Jimenez P5, another good lap for him. As he's starting off this season very strongly. He had a good qualifying in Melbourne, and he's doing good at the moment as well. Bagus only P8 and Trello P9, Abosh P7 and TLC P6, pretty close between these four drivers, not just on track but in the current results as well. Fernando Tosun P5, Jacob Holker P10, just 500 faster than Jimenez, and Nicholas Johansson only P21. That's it for all the 22 drivers on their first runs, and yeah. Smithler, the first one to start the lap, the first one to finish the lap, and P1 for him as the result. Blackwood was only 18 thousandths slower, and also I like to check the results of drivers from P6 to P9, still very close between P6 and P8, about 600ths, as well as just 100th between the Red Bulls on P6 and P7. And once again, probably Bagus is not used to the car, still not used to it, as I guess Mercedes is built very differently compared to the Red Bull he was driving last season. And there he is, only on P8. But still, not the slowest out of top 4. Actually, Fernando Tost on McLaren did some great job as well. Traditions, some traffic on this Malaysian pit lane. Yep. Fernando definitely overshot his pit box, and he's been pushed back. And here is Jake Dillsley overshooting as well. There's just one driver on the track, and it is Rosette Martinez. And yeah, Oskan comes out as well. What about Smitler? Will he stay in the pits for this lap? No, he comes out as well, but compared to other drivers, it's pretty late, I think. Anyways, he's stuck behind Hidayat. And it's going to be very interesting to see if Smitler will try to overtake him, or he'll just stay behind, and probably he'll have no improvement on the next lap. What about others? Daniel Fraser, a bit disappointing. First run, only P16 for the British driver, and very dangerous between the two parts of HRT boxes. But still, Rain Adam is the first one to leave the pit lane. Pasalic, doing good so far, P14, just like Erika Hanebus on P12, who is a bit faster than her teammate Alex Luan, but we know that in Melbourne Alex was in the same situation, but he made it out of he made it into Q2 and then into Q3, and as the result he was starting P7 on Thursday. Well, here goes Rosetta Martinez on P19. Definitely has to improve, but he doesn't do so at the moment. Just 400s almost 500 slower than the personal best. Into these very fast and very technique corners of the circuit. And now into turn 9, and that's where the sector 2 comes to the end. And Martinez gained a little bit of time, now just 300s. Into turn 11, now turn 12, turn 13, and finally a slow corner number 14, back straight. And actually, as we can see by the tower graphics, JTLC is the only one to stay in the pits. Interesting choice. So it's not a very good lap by Rosetta, but he gained about 300ths of a second in sector 2 and 3. Baggio starts the lap, just like Rodrigo Jimenez and Jake Parholiker. Any other drivers who have finished the lap? Yes, there is, and it is Sami Toscan on P22, the slowest so far, and it is only P21. So the Williams driver of Nicholas Johansson is down to P22. Alone, ooh, P8. Brilliant job. Hidayat up into first place. He was doing his lap right in front of Smitler. Not sure if it is something like a slipstream working backwards, but there was a decent lap. Dane Fraser with an improvement as well, but it's only minor, and he's up into P15, still very dangerous. Nicholas Johansson from P22 to P18. And then is Vucik Carmin still in third with an improvement. Rain Adam P17, just 500s slower than Pasek on P16. Akaza no improvement, Pasek no improvement, and Hanebusa no improvement as well. Here comes Sabovic on P7. No, he stays there. Tina Andreoli from P10 to P2. It is 135.936. Martinez comes into the pits. Baggio is no improvement, just like Jimenez and his teammate Jacob Horliker. But still, it will be interesting to see if there will be a new personal best for these three drivers, but the answer is no, and everyone comes into the pits. 6 minutes to go, and in the bottom 6 we have Rain Adam, Benjo Rushton, again a bit very disappointing, and I really hope he will not be out in the second qualifying in a row. P19 Nicholas Johansson, the man you see at the moment, P20 Hakuji Akaza, HRT, P21 Rosette Martinez, and P22 Sami Toscan. The two Caterhams. So yes, it is 2 Caterhams, 2 Williamses, and 2 HRTs. Not making it into Q2 just now. P7 and P9 for two Red Bull sponsored cars. It is Jake Teasley and Alex Luan, who will be the first ones to start the final runs of this session with 3.5 minutes to go. By the graphics on the left we can see who is already on track and who is not, but pretty sure that about 21 drivers will make it for the final lap. There is plenty of time, 3 minutes, and I think about 1 minute and 20 seconds left for anyone to go for one more lap. Here's Jake Teasley, and will he get blocked by Nicholas Johansson? Or I guess he will. But unlike Jake, Alex has a clean road ahead. And here comes Santino Andreoli and Fernandes as well, but it's not going to be a problem for Paracelsus, who is at risk right now on P14. So just two drivers, okay, one driver in the pits, and it is Jacob Horlicker, who stays there for two final minutes of the session. Let's see how Jake Teasley is doing so far, and after the middle sector he is losing just 400s, so it's not that bad. What about Alex Luan? Yeah, not the best lap. Martinez, oh, 1/10 of an improvement, and I think it will put him up into P20, which will not be enough to continue the qualifying. Here's Jake Teasley with a slipstream of Nicholas Johansson, and it is no improvement. The next one is Luan. And he stays on P9. Martinez is the next driver, but I'm pretty sure he will have an improvement, and of course he will. P20. Andrew Paracelsus, a teammate of Rosetta, stays on P14, and here's Eric Hanebusa, pretty safe on P13, but still having a good lap. And it might put the Filipino up into P12. No! She goes even faster up into P11 and Vushi Carmen! Yeah, it is going to be Ferrari on top of Q1 standings. The Montenegrin has had a lap of 135.833, almost 1/10 faster than Hidayat and Andreoli, two Lotuses above jump to P4. Finally, some good results from the Russian. After terrible results in his first race for Red Bull, Fraser goes 14th fastest. I'm pretty sure he will make it. Jimenez stays on P13 with Nigel Johansson, ooh, P16! 4 thousandths between him and Pasalic. And Pasalic crosses the line and does not make it into Q2. Any other drivers who have? Yes, of course, Adichie Bagus. He already made it, but will there be a good lap? Of course there will be. 136.127 and it is P10. Santino Andreoli. No, it will not be a P1 for Lotus this time. So this is it for Q1. In the bottom 6 we have Livni Pasalic, Rain Adam, Benji Rushton, Rosette Martinez, Hakuji Akaza, and Samet Oskan. See you in a couple of minutes for Q2. Now let's continue our qualifying session and remind ourselves of who are out of Q1. Once again, in the bottom 6 of Q1 we have two Caterhams, Pasek on P17 and Oskan on P22. Then it is Rain Adam and Hakujaka as a P18 and P21, and in the middle of all this we have Benji Russian P19. Again, a bad qualifying for him, and hopefully he will recover in the race. And P20 for Rosetta Martinez on Zauber. So this is Erika Hanebusa in her Toro Rosso car, one of the best midfield cars in my opinion. Both her and Alex are doing a good job. Luan finished P9 and Erika Hanebusa finished on P11. So Alex was best of the rest, and it was a P1 for him in Formula 1.5, I would say. All 16 drivers are on the track. Erika already sets the time of 24.957 in sector 1. We can see the timing screen on the top left corner with all the split times and stuff. And the slow so far is Andrew Paracel's 25.056. But here comes Erika Hanebusa to complete the middle sector with 56.499. And her result is 3 times faster than Jacob Holker's on Force India. And the fastest is Jake Tealsley, 56.388. I'm really curious if there is going to be a battle between Toro Rosso and Force India in the championship. I really hope there will be. And this is Erika Hanebusa setting a time of 1:36.064. Will Jacob Holker go faster? He will not. Slower by half a second. A terrible lap, I have to say, by Jacob Holker, but TSA sets 1:35.9. Bagus, really good, just 34,000 slower. Jimenez on P5, Low on P4. Jafari Blackwood, 1:35.8. Abolition P5, Hidayat P2, and here is Daniel Fraser. He had some tough luck in Q1 and seems like it continues. He's only on P11 with Smidler on P9. Was there a mistake or something? But he's lost half a second on this lap. So let's replay it in the double speed. Was there really a mistake? Yeah, maybe just a bad lap overall. So yeah, let's continue. Nico Johansson P15 and Wuchi Carmiel happened to P1 again. Fernando's the last driver to complete the lap, and yeah, at least he goes faster than his teammate. But after P7 he had in Q1, not the best result. And yeah, basically I was wrong about Alex Lone having P1 in Formula 1.5, but basically it was Fernand Tost. And it's interesting to see 4 different drivers from 4 different teams in the top 4 of the session. Armin Ferrari, Blackwood Mercedes, then Hidayat Lotus and Tinsley Red Bull. We can hear the engine roaring, and it is Erika Hanebusa on P7 at the moment. And by this camera, I think that in Taurus there was a mistake with the tires, because I can say that this medium tire set is brand new. Or maybe that's it is a part of their plan. So let's have an onboard with Erika. Yeah, seems like these scrap tires do not work really well, at least in the first sector. so maybe the situation will get better on Sector 2. No, it gets even worse. 1500s lost on the second sector, so pretty sure there will be nothing to show on the last sector. And yeah, no improvement. Fernando starts his lap. We could see when Erica was starting her lap, Fernando was just exiting the pits. Anyone? Yeah, Paracelsus on P15 at the moment, with Nico Johansson on P16. These two are 9/10ths down on Vujikaramin's time, and Paracelsus goes 12th fastest, with Santiandrello at the back. Will he go up to P1? No, but still P6. 1000 faster than Abovic though. Armin stays on first. Horlicker up into P13. And there is Abovic. And yes, it is P4. Adam Hidayat does not improve, but what about Smither? He's on P11, he had a bad lap, and he's only up into P10. There's definitely something wrong with the car. Or maybe just a skill issue. Fraser has no improvement, Blackwood has no improvement, and everybody's coming into the pits, everyone but not Fernando Tost. He'll definitely have no time for the last run, and will it be a Q3 appearance for one of McLaren's? Or not? Fernando Tost? No, he is out, and he'll be starting from P14 tomorrow, at best. 3 minutes to go. And what if Smeedler actually does not make it into Q3? Because drivers like Jimenez, Paracelsus or Horlicker just can't make it happen. Not that close between P10 and P13, but still everything is possible. Also considering how fast the Force Indias can go with their Mercedes power units. But yeah, I don't think Horlicker will have enough time just to start the next lap, as it is about 20 seconds to go. And yeah. Whoa. Poor engineer. He had no idea what's going on in front of him.
2 minutes remaining.
I mean, they're from the same team. Even from the same part of the garage. Why do you have to do that, Daniel? Why? Yeah. The time is up. And out of Q2 we actually have Rodrigo Jimenez, Andrew Parcelas, Rodriguez teammate Jacob Holliker still good qualifying for Indias, P11 P13. P14 and P15 are two McLarens, not so good, and they're actually Thorsten Fraser on P14, P15, and P16 for Nicholas Johansson from Williams. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1, and that's time for Q2 to come to the end. You can see the checkered flag on the... anyways, see you in a couple of minutes for Q3, and so the pole sitter will be decided. Final 15 minutes of the qualifying. You can leave your predictions in the chat about who is going to get the pole position today. But I think it is finally going to be one of the Mercedes guys, because they really deserved it, I think. Especially Jafari Blackwood. He's doing really good in these first two races. And yeah, I don't really think that Fuji Carmen will be on top again. Like he was in Q1 and like he was in Q2. I think it's not how it works. Here's an onboard with a DT Bagus. I'm sure that everyone is already on track. I was not wrong. And here goes. DT Bagus, the Indonesian completes turn 1, turn 2, this link, and down to the fast about turn number 3, bringing about 100 meters away from the corner into turn 4, where the middle sector starts. Another flat out corner is turn 5 and turn 6, lifting throttle a little bit and braking for about half a second into turn number 7 and 8. Turn 9, braking about where the curbs are, and 56.3 is the time on the middle sector. You can see how many times Aditya has changed his gears. It is 40 at the moment already. No, not yet. 43, yeah. Now it is turn 14 and the back straight, the long back straight. And the final corner, turn 15 out of 15 in this beautiful Asian circuit, and Bagus shows us the time of 1:35.771. Here our boy Chilsley and Smitler coming up next to cross the line. Actually, it's interesting to see both drivers from all the top 4 teams plus Luan and Hanebusa from Toro Rosso. So it is only 5 teams in Q3. And yeah, of course it was very predictable that both Alex and Erica will not be fighting for any high positions. Santiago up to P2 and Adam Hidet on P6. Now it's only Blackwood and Armin left, so he's going to be on P1 after their laps. Blackwood goes only 7th fastest, and what about Wojciech Armin? It's not going to be P1, but it is even slower than Jafari on P8. Here is Bagus. Yeah. I was expecting another Mercedes to be on top, but okay. If in Q1 Black Rose Fast and Bagus was kinda mid, in Q2 they were almost at the same level, and nowadays DJ Bagus leading the session and coming in to change his tires and to get some rest. 10 minutes to go, and I think one more lap for everyone, like we could see in Q2. Two Toros drivers arriving almost same on the same time, and these are the engineers of Erika Hanabusa, just waiting for something. Yeah, probably to get some space and to let Alex come in first. So right now it is P1, P2, Bugs and Andreoli, then TLC, Smitler, Abolition Hide, Blackwood and Armin, then Luna and Hanabusa. Boys. And Bagus will be behind the Russian on the next lap. I think considering how Slipstream works in this game, or how I should say it doesn't work, yeah, Bagus will definitely have a bad lap, but who knows. Maybe I'm just too stupid to understand. Well, let's see. So, no, Armin actually goes for a lap, but he'll definitely have no time for the third run, like others, I think. So, Boich, here it goes. He finally made it into Q3, but what will be his results? What will his result this time? Using curse, finally some good place to actually use it, not during the break-in, and actually he goes up into P1 after the first sector with 24.847. 200 faster than his teammate. No, sorry, I forgot that Bagus is driving from Mercedes, my bad. And then Aditya Bagus from Mercedes. And there he is, right behind the Russian, and he improves as well. It's going to be very interesting to see who will be on top. And Tabovic, 56.2, Bugs 56.3. Now he's 400 slower than Abovic. But we have TLC, the teammate of Abovic, going fast as well, but it's still not enough to get the first position, so into turn 9 goes TLC. Is it turn 9? I kind of forgot. Yeah, turn 9. And nowadays even no improvement for TLC, but will it be an improvement for Abovic? Will it be a provisional pole? Yes, it will be just 2 thousandths of a second faster than Bagus, who's completely the lap right behind Abovic. And as the result, from a good lap to a bad lap in just 2 sectors. Huge disappointment for Bagus, but it is still P2 for him. Santino Andreoli stays on P3. What about P4 TLC? He stays there as well. But there is Max Mittler, and oh, he stays on P5. He at P6 with a massive improvement, but it doesn't help him very much. Alex Luon on P9, and Hanebusa will be P9 on P10, and will be P10 for Erika. Jafari Blackwood. Not that big of an improvement, but I think he'll stay on P7. Even if he improves, yes, he is on P7. Just one more driver, it is Vucci Carmen. He has a good lap, he has a good time, but which position will he be on? And the Montenegrin cross the line, oh, it's still only P7. And yeah, 1,000 of a second faster than Blackwood. And well, will there be any more laps? Question. I'm sure that there will not be any, so let's just wait. Anything can happen. Probably it was just traffic in Q2 that made that didn't help any of the drivers to go for the third run. Let's see, will it be a pole position for Abovic or not yet? About 30 seconds to go. But yeah, I don't think that Abovic will have enough time to prepare for his next run. Let's just wait until the timer goes about 1:45. Just 15 seconds to go, and I'm pretty sure that Abovic is going to be on pole. And yes, he will be. Congratulations to Abovic. So you'll have a chance to fight for a win tomorrow, and for now it is 100% pole position rate for Red Bull. TSL in Melbourne, and now Abovic in Sepang. So let's see how our starting grid looks like. Abovic on pole, of course, Bagus on P2, just 2 thousandths of a difference between these two. Andrell on P3 starting alongside him. Tomorrow will be Jake Tilsley. P5 and P6, Max Mittler and Adam Hidayat. Then there is Wuji Carmen, who's dominating Q1, who's dominating Q2, but it is only P7 on the starting grid for tomorrow for him. P8 Jafari Blackwood, almost the same situation as for Vucic. P9 and P10, not that surprisingly, two Toro Rossos, Alex Sloan on P9 and Hanebus on P10. Outside of top 10 we have Jimenez on P11, Pitbull Paracelsus, and Horlaker, Toast, Fraser, Johansson, Pasalik, Adam, Rushton, Martinez, Akaza, and Oskan. So, thank you for watching and see you tomorrow for the race. I wish you a good afternoon, a good evening, or a good night, and goodbye.